Hi, my artist friends. You can see with my pigeon, I have added hearts and filled my whole page. I've tried to be as neat as I can, and now it's time to paint. I have my paints over here, and when I paint, there needs to be just a little bit of water already in them. And Mrs. Bartos can come around with her wake up water, and we can add a little bit of water here and wake your paint up too. I've got my brush. Remember, a brush has three parts. It has a handle for your hand. It has this silver part, which is called the ferrule, or if you look at this one, it's gold. They're a little different. And the end has the bristles, and the ferrule holds the handle and the bristles together. So what I need to do, I need to paint my pigeon. I could make him blue, just like it is in the book, or I can make him a different color. I think I'm going to go ahead and make him blue. I'm going to get a little water in my brush. I'm going to go to the blue. I'm not going to dig my brush in the blue. I'm just going to kind of swirl it, and you can see I've got quite a bit of blue. I'm just going to take this. I'm holding my paper down with one hand, and I'm going to go ahead and paint my pigeon blue. And if my brush starts to get thirsty, you guys remember what to do? Yep, we can dip it in a little bit of water and a little bit of paint. Got my brush wet, and get a little bit of paint and go ahead and swirl. I think I want his beak to be a different color, so I'm going to leave that white for now, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to paint this part blue. There we go. And I think I might need a little bit more. My brush might be getting thirsty. So I don't need to clean my brush. I don't need to swirl it in the water. I don't need to swirl, swirl, swirl. I just need to dip it in and get some water. Okay, and it actually kept my water pretty clean, which I like. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to do the bottom part, his body. And a little bit more. And I'm just going to paint right over these black lines for his wing. That's okay. It'll still show up. Try to be neat. All right. He looks fantastic. Looks good. The next thing I need to do, if I want, I can color his little line here if I want. I can color his beak. So now I'm going to clean the water. So now I want to do a little swirl, and you're going to notice the water is going to change colors a little bit. And that's okay. I think I definitely want some pink on my brush. I just got a little bit because this is just a small area. I don't need to paint very much. There we go. And then I'm going to add a color for his lips. So I need to clean my brush. You can see my water changes a little bit. That's kind of fun, isn't it? And I think I'll go to this yellow orange here and then paint his mouth. And I'm trying very carefully to stay in the lines. There, he's finished. Now we get to do fun things in the background. For the background, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take different colors and make little dashes back here. It'll almost look like, kind of like confetti. So he's happy, he's doing fun things. And once I do one color, I did some orange, I'm going to go ahead and clean my brush. And then I'm going to get a different color, maybe a little bit of green. And I'm just going to add some dashes and fun around him. Just like this. I only dipped one time in that green. I got pretty far. I got all the way around over here. When I'm done with that color, I can swirl it and get another color. Now the interesting thing, when you mix all the colors together, you're going to get a brown. The water's going to start to turn brown, which isn't real good if you want to use a light color. So I'm going to stick with the dark colors now. Now that my paint is, now that my water is brownish, I'm going to just use the dark colors. And I'm just going to put a few more on here. And oh, you know what? I definitely want some of this pink in the background. There. This looks fun. And you want to leave some of that white. Kind of looks like sprinkles and hearts in the back. Get a little bit more here. Fun. All right, now I want some pink. So I'm swirling the blue off, getting extra there, and just some pink. I like this pink. This is it, boys and girls. When you're finished, if you want to just raise your hand to show it to me, and then we'll go ahead and put it in the drying rack. And I believe what we can do with your brush, we can put your brush on the blue tray, and Mrs. Bartos will collect those things later. And I can't wait to see them. They're going to be awesome. Good job.